Welcome back, Know-It-Alls. Thanks for the support by listening to the show. We send out our appreciation to each and every one of you for allowing our podcast to take up a little bit or a lot of your precious time. Please send us more of your feedback so we can make sure the show is better for you. Have you guys watched Kevin Hart's new stand-up?
No.
It's on Netflix. It just came out. He did it in his house. He's got like a nightclub in his house. He's got a little stage and stuff, and he did it. He says stuff. He goes, it makes me, because he was imitating Italians. Mm-hmm. He's like, it's like, saying that makes me right now thinking that I sound pretty racist. But you know what? It's my house. So I can say what I want because he's not in a club.
That's fair.
Yeah, he talked about his daughter being a hoe, and he's like, it's in my house. I can say what I want. She's not a hoe. She just liked a different guy every week. Didn't do anything with the guy. Just liked a new guy. And he's like, there's something wrong with his behavior.
I feel like, you can say whatever you want in your own house, but it's not going to stop people from reacting to it.
Well, especially if you're recording it and uploading it to Netflix. It's like,
put it online somewhere.
It's like, what do you do? It's like, it's my house. If I want to rape children, I can rape children. Yeah. It's my house. Like, sorry, sir, that's not how it works.
This is a lawless jungle.
My house.
Yeah. The house. Like, you can say whatever the fuck you want.
You can do it, just don't upload it.
So anyway.
No, don't do it. Do it?
Kevin Spacey, Bill Cosby, the Weinsteins, those are our role models, and good night, everyone. It's our house. We can say whatever we want.
Yeah, they're definitely not role models.
Be,
except for that Kevin Spacey guy.
Make good movies.
The Gelman.
The
Ghost Dad?
Epstein, what does Epstein do? I don't know anything.
No, it's finance
guy. He's rich, right? Yeah, I was going to say, he has money. But the other ones, they're... Bill Cosby, he was a comedian, though, but he made TV shows and movies, right?
Like 2 movies, maybe.
Ghost Dad?
Yeah.
Leonard Part 6?
Yeah. There's no Leonard 1 through 7, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, it made sense.
Okay, I understand.
But, I mean, Kevin Spacey was in a lot of good movies.
Yeah, no, I actually really enjoyed him as an actor. But, also... don't do illegal things.
So you think Amber Heard did illegal things?
Maybe, but that hasn't been fully she hasn't admitted it, whereas Kevin Spacey was like, yeah.
I flirted with boys.
Yeah, that's shit happened.
I mean, flirting with people isn't bad. Touching people's bad.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, you take sides right away. You're on Depp side.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I don't like her at all.
I don't necessarily take sides right away, because when it first came out, it was just against Depp, Johnny Depp, and I was like, really? And then I looked into what was going on, and right away he countersued her or whatever. So I was like, that's interesting. So I read both sides and was like, based on the evidence that I've read, this is the side I would take. But is it it's not proven in court?
Yeah,
that's the word. It is the hardest thing. I mean, you always say innocent until proven guilty, but it's not true. Society will paint you out.
Oh, they've judged. Depp is you can't do this anymore. Sorry, you don't have this movie. You don't have this movie. It's why?
Yeah.
I just don't get it.
Yeah, I was going to say, people haven't been charged with anything, but there's still going to be repercussions. But, I mean, that's society. And
but I still don't get it.
I participate. Like I said, I took a side. Just based on, information about her past behavior. And
but don't you think it should be fair that if you're going to, cancel one, you cancel the other?
Yeah.
As a movie studio? Or you could be like Disney. It's oh, sorry, James Gunn, you're done.
But they brought him back.
And it's we're kind of lost. James Gunn, you want to come back?
Yeah.
It's oh, yeah, by the way, those tweets still exist.
Yeah, and that pisses me off, though. I was talking to some people, too, and I was like, you change. Everyone changes. That pisses me off. That's my own opinion, but I was when people post stuff, when people look at stuff that someone said 10 years ago, I'm like, holy shit. I think about me in middle school. I was talking about this the other day. In middle school, I literally remember the words coming out of my mouth, bisexual. No, that's just greedy. You have to pick one. I grew up and I was like, huh. I guess I'm greedy. Literally, those words came out of my mouth.
I'm not greedy enough to share you with your boyfriend.
Yeah, I was gonna
not that greedy.
Not that greedy. But no, I was like, it's not fair that you can take someone something someone said 10 years ago
No.
and use it against them. Like, we change as humans. Society changes.
It does seem weird that you would dig something up from so long ago and be like, well, that's who they are.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's who they were. That was a 9-year-old boy, and now he's 20. You're going to believe what he said when he was 9?
It's the same thing. Like, I'm a huge fan of history, and I hate when people look back at history and they're like, oh, you can't like any of these people because, you know, like, they had wives and their wives were just housewives and they couldn't vote, or these people were alive during slavery and they never stood up against slavery. And I'm like, yeah, that's not like maybe idolize these people, but we can't be like they're all bad. That's the way society was. That's the way it was.
So you can't judge them based off of the ideals of today. You have to judge them based off the ideals of how life was back then.
Yeah, we have hindsight bias. We can look back and be like, no, you were wrong.
Yeah.
Like, but that's not fair. You can't just look back at people and be like, no, can't like a single thing they ever did, ever, because they didn't stand up for women's rights or they didn't stand up for whatever, before those things ever existed. Like, you can't be like, oh, this person didn't do this person who did amazing things, we can't celebrate them because they didn't fight for women's vote before anyone ever brought up women's votes.
So how do you feel about Aunt Jemima and Uncle Ben?
Not being real people?
Well, yeah, but 100% exactly.
Yeah.
But not being able to use them as a logo, as a representative, like.
Yeah, no, I'm okay with I'm okay with removing if the person, if Aunt Jemima is like a real human.
Yeah.
Who created that company.
Yeah. Then
sure. But that company was using that person, like made up image of a mammy. Of like a black nanny who makes.
Wouldn't that be a Banny?
Blanny? It's true, but who like you know was a slave or like at least a homemaker or like you know a nanny who would make this food, and so they're like, oh, this is like we're gonna pretend that our product fits into that stereotype, pretend that our product is as good as like homemade pancakes from a nanny, but in reality it was like two white dudes who was like, we have too much flour, what do we do with it, how do we market this flour, let's just pretend it's actually better than everything else.
How long do you think it's going to take for Aunt Jemima not to be on a box or a bottle of syrup before people think of Aunt Jemima just as pancakes and syrup?
It's going to be a long time. I think it'd be ridiculous. I think it'd be a long. It's generational, Like I think people who are children right now. Yeah. If they take it off right now, people who are children probably won't remember it. It'll be like those things like the Mandela effects, where like you're like, did that happen? Was that reality? Right?
Like my grandpa said that Aunt Jemima used to be a colored person on the box.
Yes,
like
that
what?
Doesn't make
no,
sense. Right?
It's a white person on a box.
I was going to say, did they change it to a white person?
No. Well, I mean, but if they do, then somebody's going to be like, well, you're not representing the black population. That's not fair.
But it was a Caucasian company. It was a Caucasian company.
I'm trying to give something back by letting a black person represent it.
But then taking all the money from the company anyway and not...
But it's their company.
Exactly. But they're using it and be like, look at this company. Look, our company represents, black Americans. Also is like traditional, looking at like, black nannies making this wonderful food and how great cooks and caregivers they were and all that kind of stuff. So using that stereotype in that like era and then just making money off of it.
So
and
you think if
the actual community,
if they were donating funds from the sales of their product by using a colored person as a representative for that product, and donating funds to people of that representation, would that be okay?
It'd be slightly better, but still not amazing. That's like people who are of a non-oppressed group who have a platform, like say Taylor Swift, right? So she goes out and she starts...
Hey, someone is taking her music and making money.
It's true.
She's losing...
And controlling
hundreds of millions of dollars that she needs.
She absolutely does. Oh, can we also... I have another thing to bring up too, but I just want to say that's like a person like Taylor Swift standing up and like fighting for it's like using her platform to fight for like black rights or Black Lives Matter or something like that, when she could very easily just like give her Twitter account to a person from that group and post videos and content from that group instead. Like that's like a person who has privilege or of a non-marginalized group being like, I will speak for these people. I am the speaker for the marginalized.
Without getting any information from those people?
Yeah, without
speak?
letting them, like, just let them. Don't donate, don't speak for them. Just literally give them the floor. Let them explain. Like, that's always been my biggest thing. But also, I had to mention, fucking Grimes. Like,
Frank Grimes?
No, Grimes, like, have you heard of Elon Musk's fucking wife? They got a 90,000...
She has a one name? Like
her name
Madonna?
is Claire something. Her real name is Claire something. She's Canadian.
Musician.
I need to help out here.
She's a musician.
I know Elon Musk. I don't know Grimes.
Okay, she's a Canadian musician. I actually knew who she was before him.
Like, personally?
No, like as an artist.
Okay.
She's a musician. Her name is Grimes. As a musician. Real name is Claire something.
Oh, no.
Anyway.
I'm caught up.
She's married to Elon Musk. The Canadian government, along with like Canadian arts organization, just gave her a $90,000 grant to make more music.
Well, that's good, right?
Well, she's,
she
her
needs
husband owns
Her
Tesla.
husband's the second richest man in the world.
But she needs 90. Well, she's a struggling musician.
Yeah.
She's had a baby.
Poor
struggling
girl.
musician.
That's a lot of work. I've seen girls have babies.
Yeah.
Number one, that $90,000 should just be given to her for having the baby.
Yeah. And also having to rename it because the state of California wouldn't allow her to put numbers in it. In its name.
See, she's oppressed. She deserves the $90,000.
I guess so.
Right?
It's my favorite story of the week. Just Elon Musk's wife was just given $90,000 from a Canadian organization to make more music.
So I understand, where in a panel of anything does someone say, hey, can you get the rubber stamp? We should sign off on this. This is a good idea. And everybody's like, yep, that's a good idea.
Apparently she fit all the criteria. She just had to fit a certain criteria and she was given the grant. Anyone who fit the criteria and it signed up for that grant was like given this money.
So any musician from Canada...
No, there's more criteria to it. But I don't know. She fit it. That's all I could read about it. I didn't look into the specific like qualifications, but it kept saying like, technically, because it was amazed, like people in these articles were like amazed that she got it, but they were also like, but she, like, we've looked into it, she fit all the qualifications, like yeah. So do you think maybe if she didn't win and nobody else had, let's say she had 100% of the qualifications and the next person down only had 99% of the qualifications, and they give it to the 99th percentile person because that person actually needs it, do you think that Grimes could be like, well, that's not fair? Probably. And then fight for it? Probably. Because I always saw, like, with scholarships at school and stuff, like, the school knows which kids need more money than the other kids. Yeah. They know that. Yeah. And let's say, the person who's going to get all the scholarships, their parents are already loaded. Yeah. Should you not sort of dispense that money to the less fortunate who are still intelligent? I mean, no. It depends on how much, like, in terms of when you look at marks and effort. It depends because, I mean, scholarships are generally there to reward the people who, like, just put in the most effort, like, and just dedicated everything to whatever the scholarship is for. Like, I got one for English. So, I got a scholarship for going into a job that involves English. And, like, being an AP English, high level, like, advanced placement English. Like, I just put my heart and soul into it, and so I got money for it. I also don't have loaded parents, so it was nice. But there are bursaries and grants and scholarships for people who are low income. They do exist. And there's lots of them. But no, I think the ones that are purely academic based or going into a certain field, if you are the one who put the most effort and has the highest intelligence and like capability in that field. So I would suspect that Grimes exceeded where others did not. Probably. But it's not right. Probably not. Do you think Grimes is a hot name for a girl? I thought of Frank Grimes from The Simpsons. So I just thought we should come full circle. I'm going to pass. What about Claire? I think it's hot. An auntie named Claire. Oh, no. So wait, does that ruin it or make it better? I had a girl sleep in my backyard named Claire. Yeah. Who used to put her hands on my pants all the time, like even mid-work, walking by. It's like, can you? That sounds like my auntie. Could you just stop? Yeah. Wait, did your auntie work with me? Anyway, so maybe we should. So Claire, maybe we should get to the bottom of this one off of recording. Claire, did your aunt work at this place approximately 10 years ago? No, I'm not a Claire. No, fan. I understand. I think it's a hot name. Yeah, did she sleep in your backyard? No, I was 12.
Okay.
I mean, that might not have stopped her, but it did, thankfully. It might not stop everyone.
I think she was too busy sleeping in my yard.
It wouldn't have
to sleep
stopped.
in anyone else's yard. Epstein?
Yeah, any of the people on the list that we already mentioned.
Well, maybe, I mean, if it was a girl like it was you,
yeah.
it definitely wouldn't be Kevin Spacey.
That's true.
Right?
That's true. I lost count of how many people we named. We've come full circle so many times. I appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know what the topic of this week was, but all I got out of that is boys all have the same name. Names can be hot. TV shows take over our lives.
You two don't agree on movies, but you both watch each other's movies?
Yeah.
Happily?
Yeah. And I have become my mother. Yep, that's about it.
I don't know what to tell you.
I'm so sorry, everyone.
Well, don't be sorry until you feed me like a pot roast dinner and it tastes like water. Right?
That's the one thing I can say that I've done better than my mother's. I actually use spices other than salt and pepper. Though I do.
So you're not there yet.
I'm sorry, but
I mean, you do pop into my work and just walk into the back, so you are.
I am my mother, but
mother.
I grew up there. It's like a second home. But I do.
It's
I
like
must
my
say,
first home.
I know, that's so sad. I will say though that I do love cooking with spices, but and he disagrees with me a lot.
You don't like spices?
Gelman. No. He disagrees with
Not
this.
like spices.
I like spaghetti with butter, salt, and pepper on it.
Okay. No, it's good.
I like it with. I make all kinds of meat sauce and rosé sauces and like all this kind of stuff. But there's something about spaghetti with butter, salt, and pepper.
Whenever I've got leftover spaghetti in the fridge and I look over and I see the sauce in the fridge, I'm like, that's not enough sauce for those noodles. So I just throw some salt, pepper, butter, microwave it, and I eat it as is.
Thank you.
And then I'll just throw the sauce out.
Yeah.
But I would still prefer it not that way. But that way is damn good.
Oh, it's so fucking good.
It's too basic. It's like cheese pizza. I don't.
Well, now you're talking my language.
I was gonna say
I like cheese on
No,
pizza.
like the cheese pizza. Whenever I get an order and it's like 5 minutes to close, and somebody orders like a medium cheese pizza,
Yeah.
I'm like, I could have got, like, don't get me wrong, I like you giving me your money. I think it's fantastic and I appreciate it. But are you sure? Mm-hmm. Are you positive you had to order 5 minutes before close for a fucking cheese pizza? Like that's what you were craving? Was a cheese pizza from my place?
I feel targeted. I feel attacked.
Why?
Because I fucking love cheese pizza.
I don't need meat on pizza, but I need more than cheese.
I can do just cheese.
It's
I love cheese.
garbage.
I love cheese. I can
I
have
like
a
cheese
meal
too.
of just cheese.
What if your cheese pizza was like 4 different cheeses?
Nah, I want something different.
I'm good with it.
What about a different sauce? So instead of tomato sauce, use like a ranch sauce or like a sweet barbecue sauce.
You're
And
making me hungry.
like if it's like, maybe some like Italian authentic, like
A
from
margarita?
Italy, that kind of pizza, then I would respect it at least.
But you still wouldn't crave it. You
I don't know.
what
Well, I don't know. I've never had that, so maybe I would
Margaritas?
if I tried it, like a real authentic margarita pizza, maybe.
good.
But like to just get like a fast food
But
cheese
margarita
pizza.
does have different stuff on it already because it has
And the
tomato
basil,
slices and it has basil.
Yeah,
leaves.
And
see, you need
bocconcini
something
cheese.
else, not
And
just
like,
sauce
kind
and
of like
cheese.
a passata tomato sauce.
Yeah.
It sucks and I
It's
hate
fun.
it.
And then margarita is really good with pesto. Drizzle on it as well. But
I have to believe
now
it.
I'm hungry. I love cheese pizza. I'm the person that sits with the kids' table. Like, literally, when people order pizza, they're like, we'll get this one, we'll order cheese for the kids. And I'm like, and me. And me. I'll also eat that pizza.
But there's more than just that. It's the cheese pizza.
But, I mean, I could order my own. But
It's
I'm
weird.
just fine.
Yeah.
My kids don't eat cheese pizza. They eat like all different toppings on their pizza because that's how I bring it to them. And most of the kids who come into my place get a fucking cheese pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's because parents don't often like to even try to feed new things.
They'll just
Yeah.
waste their
Because
money, right?
it's just a waste of fucking time and money. Yeah.
I think that's what, like, I never had the buttered noodles either. Like
Yeah.
my mom just made spaghetti with a meat sauce and
So she made the sauce, or was it like, oh, Prego, done?
no,
'Cause I
it's,
had that a lot
she
growing up.
made. Well, it's not a fancy sauce, but it was like cook the ground beef, put the canned mushrooms in,
Yep.
a little bit of tomato juice, and then like a can of Prego or something else mixed
super
in.
Easy, super fast.
Super easy.
Same with my mom.
But it was good. And it was more than, just the Prego. Because I don't like that either. Just a can of like basic spaghetti sauce.
Throw some peppers, onions,
throw something in there. Again, it doesn't necessarily need to be meat, but get a Classico at least, something fancier than Prego, and then add a little bit of extra in there.
One of them is gone. Prego Ragu. They're done in Canada.
Oh, yeah?
Which is weird because...
R.I.P.
R.I.P. My fancy noodles growing up, if it wasn't butter, salt, and pepper, I don't know. My mom's meat sauce wasn't my favorite. I'm a vegetarian now, so that's probably... It's like
do you think she drove you to it?
Probably. Too many fucking dry-ass pork chops, and I just gave up.
Dry-ass pork chops.
Yeah, pork chops are the driest
I feel like
ever.
the ass cut is going to be a juicy cut.
And spicy.
Real fatty.
Hopefully.
You guys are just
flavored anyway.
Anyway, my fancy, what I put on spaghetti all the time is just Parmesan cheese.
Like just the noodles and cheese?
Well, butter, salt, and pepper.
Oh.
And then the powdery crumbled Parmesan cheese, and we always called it stinky cheese.
Yeah, it smells like dirty feet.
And that's all I eat. And
my kids like it, and I was like, "Come on, guys! Like, do we need this in the fridge?"
Yeah, I don't really like that.
And then I discovered garlic plus seasoning, so it was garlic plus
whatever,
and Parmesan cheese, butter, salt, and pepper.
It's like gourmet shit.
Yeah, that's what I grew up eating.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Before I discovered I make meat sauce now that I like, but sans meat. Like it's vegetarian or fake meat or like beans and veggies and stuff like that.
You said beans?
Beans.
Green beans?
No.
Brown beans?
Brown lentils.
And spaghetti sauce?
Yeah. Like not kidney beans. Not really kidney beans, but like lentils. Like little ones.
No, I'm still out.
No, it's you don't even notice them. There's extra protein.
Yeah, it's fine.
How's it taste?
Fine.
It's fine.
Like fine, like
it's. I would never be excited about them in there, but it's like you don't really taste them enough that you're gonna be like, ugh.
So it's like filling. Hamilton. You're just like, well, it's there.
Fine. All right,
it's there. I guess you know.
It's a very.
I'll watch it if you're here, but when you leave, I'm not.
Yeah.
And then if you leave and say, hey, there's spaghetti in the fridge, and I open the fridge and there's lentils, I'll be like, well, this is me now.
No, because
it's fine.
The rest of the spaghetti is good. It's just the lentils. It'd be like if I was watching a movie and. What's his name? I forgot his name now.
Kevin Spacey.
No, the guy from Hamilton. Lin-Manuel Miranda was in it. I'd just be like, okay, well, that's fine, I guess. That's acceptable.
And you're thinking, like, could there be someone better?
Yeah.
Could we...
The rest of this is good, so I'll watch it, but that part is just
so
okay.
And I'm not going to eat all the spaghetti. I'll leave some in the fridge for her, because I know she likes it.
Yeah. Maybe I'll pick out some of the lentils.
And tolerate it.
I'll skip the big... Lin-Manuel scenes.
and then when she asks how dinner was, I'll just be like, it's fine.
It's fine.
Fucking hate when people say it's fine. That's not good.
No.
Fine is not good.
No.
I hate when people describe anything as fine.
Well, what if that thing was fine?
I'm
like fine. God damn it. Like, that's fine.
Yeah.
One of the...
Gal Gadot is fine.
Yes.
But Wonder Woman's just fine.
Yeah, she's okay. One of the best phrases and most information that I ever got from The Simpsons that helped me out in life is Bart and Homer are talking, and I think Marge said, "Everything's fine," and so Homer's like, "Hey, Bart, so something you need to learn. When a woman says nothing's wrong, everything's wrong. When a woman says everything's wrong, everything's wrong. And when a woman says it's not funny, you better not laugh your ass off." Very, very wise.
Yes.
It's sort of like the fine.
Yeah.
We know that it's not fine.
I don't like that word. I think it's because if I use the word fine, it's because I'm pissed off.
Yeah.
Or it's
if I use the word
something.
fine, it usually means because it was fine.
I see it as a very negative word. It's up there with like, how was it? Terrible and fine. Like both of those things are the same.
No, yeah.
No, I don't think that's not the same.
Like if you're like, how was your day? And I say it was fine.
How did you say it? Did you say it's fine? And you just walk away like, oh fuck. Today was really good. It was fine.
Yeah, she was fine.
It was like Hamilton. It
wasn't the best.
This is fantastic.
Stop saying that.
She loves Hamilton. So
yeah.
Wait, fine? Like Ed Sheeran or fine, like Taron Egerton.
Yeah. No, fine to me is mad. That's why I don't like it.
So if you had to remove any word from the English language, would it be fine?
I feel like that's a loaded question. There are many words that shouldn't exist.
Like what?
In the English language. The word phlegm.
Sorry, it's funny. This is spelling alone is hilarious.
The spelling is disgusting.
How am I going to describe when I have phlegm?
It's one of those words that is spelt like it sounds.
Stop
right?
it.
Like fish. You can just fish. You can just and phlegm.
Yeah, no, I don't like that one. I don't. There's many words I feel like I don't like.
It's one of those things where if you don't have the word phlegm, you got to just be way more descriptive when you're describing phlegm.
Yeah.
Phlegm just describes it perfectly.
I just said I wanted this removed from the English language.
To be like, every time you have to be like, oh, I got moist, sticky, snotty spit in my throat. And like...
that's enough.
And you have to describe it like that every time when you could just say, oh, I got a bunch of phlegm in my throat.
My friends and I came up, we remember talking about the most disgusting words that we could think of. And I ended up naming this person in my phone the 3 words that we came up with because I hated them. And I was probably a teenager. And...
Was it me?
It wasn't. It was an asshole. And we ended up naming him the 3... What we decided were 3 of the worst words in the English language, which was moist, mucus, discharge.
Oh my.
Discharge is a great word.
It is.
I'm not sure it's a great word.
It doesn't ever mean anything good.
No.
What's that? It's just some of my discharge. Like, from what? Before I get my period, this stuff comes out. Before, it's brown.
Yeah.
Are you sure that's not poop? No, it came from the front. All right.
You guys don't understand.
That's my discharge.
You don't understand.
I'm going to take discharge back. I'm going to make it a positive.
You're going to make it a positive?
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah, it's sort of like Aunt Jemima.
Yeah.
They're going to take it back and turn it positive.
Yeah.
Sure.
They could donate the money. Not all of it.
Just some of it.
To Kevin Spacey.
Just rename syrup discharge.
Discharge.
See?
Jemima's brown discharge.
Disgusting. Neither one of you guys should market anything.
Golden discharge? That sounds good. Buttery discharge.
You got to pay girl extra.
Moist.
No, we didn't say we're taking moist back.
Oh,
you can keep that one.
I'm fine with moist.
I don't
Moist
is not that gross of a word to me.
What about moistly? Like how we speak?
We speak moistly. I think that's fucking hilarious, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Moistly. I think it's just a funny word.
It's almost like the teleprompter just said, it's broken. We got nothing on the screen. I don't know what to... don't talk moistly to... Dude, get the fuck off the stage.
Yeah.
Like, stop talking.
I completely agree. But then you see the president for the last 4 years in the States,
and for the next 4 years.
Oh yeah, sorry, because he is going to somehow still win the election.
He's gonna lock the doors.
He's like a little kid.
And he's gonna go full. Like it's really weird to say it. He's gonna go full Alec Baldwin Trump. So he's gonna go from Trump to being the total off the hinges impersonation of himself.
Yep.
He'll be the first person who will actually become the impersonation.
Yep. Yeah, no, but he makes up new words every time he's on TV, so I think it's just normal now. Bigly?
That's a word.
Bigly.
He's got the best words.
It's the best word.
He's the best words. He has the best words.
He has all the best words.
Yes.
Bigly?
Bigly? Oh, fuck. Bigly Chew?
Big League Chew.
Yeah.
Bigly.
Bigly Chew. He's just said it really quick. Right?
Yes,
he's helping us with the English language.
Yeah.
That's like someone's like, you are. Just say your. Oh my god, that's genius. Right? Big league. Just say bigly.
Just say bigly. It's quicker.
Yeah.
Just put apostrophe in there.
Really? That's what you did. Just
Bigly.
combine them. You put apostrophe. Where would you put an apostrophe?
B-I-G.
Apostrophe L-Y.
L-Y.
Oh my god. And his rap name would be Notorious Bigly. Notorious B.I.G. Lee.
Bigly. Amazing.
Yeah. You think that's a wrap up?
I was gonna say I have nowhere else to go. My face hurts.
All I would have is
laughing.
a thing with my kid farting, and that's it. But I guess we can save that for next time.
Yeah, I'm curious and I want to know. But
definitely, yeah.
that's the cliffhanger.
I almost drove off the road.
Was there any discharge?
Not from the farting. Although I didn't check him. I was driving.
Yeah.
I could feel if I discharge, but I don't know if he's discharging, and I didn't check it because I was driving.
And come back next week to find out more about...
You think people are coming back after this?
I'm trying to sell it as a cliffhanger. cliffhanger.
First of all,
to find out about this fart and who discharged.
there was. We talked about child porn. We talked about racism.
No.
You talked about child porn.
What? No. You
No, you said you wanted to fuck the child.
No,
Own up to it.
I didn't say I wanted to fuck a child. I
No,
wanted to
the
fuck.
child.
He's 50 years old.
However you want to role play is fine. Fact of the matter is, he's a child.
Old. No, he's 50 years old.
Yeah, things work different in that solar system.
Yeah, they don't have to be different. He's 50 in our solar system too.
Okay, no child. Wait, were you filming it? Because it wouldn't be porn unless it was being filmed.
That's why I wasn't talking about child porn. He's not a child. I didn't film it.
Yeah, okay.
None of it is child porn.
Yeah, no, that's totally
I'm
fine.
innocent.
Totally fine. Yep.
All right.
Cross-species breeding. Next episode.
Goodbye.